The world had already witnessed the unthinkable. A masked girl named Maya stopping 7 armed terrorists from blowing up a moving train filled with hundreds of innocent lives. But what no one expected was what came next. Because that attack, it wasn't the end, it was just the beginning. This is Phase 2 of Maya's story. If you haven't seen Phase 1 yet, go watch it first, because you need to know what Maya survived before she stepped into her deadliest mission yet. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen someone rise from being doubted to becoming the only hope in the face of chaos? Because that's exactly what Maya did. Maya Johnson, 26 years old, a black woman, disciplined, fearless, and scarred by a life most people couldn't imagine. She wasn't a celebrity, not a politician, not even a name anyone had heard of before the train incident. She was a shadow, an undercover agent for a special operations branch that didn't officially exist. When the masked girl on the train saved everyone, people demanded answers. Who was she? Where did she come from? Some said she was FBI. Others swore she was SWAT. The truth, she had no badge, no agency, just training from a Black Ops program so secret that even the government denied it existed. And now, that very government didn't know what to do with her. After the train attack, Maya wasn't celebrated. She was interrogated. Her commanding officers doubted her. Some accused her of going rogue. Others whispered she was too reckless, too emotional, and too dangerous. But one man, Colonel Harris, saw what the others didn't. "You all are blind," he barked in the debriefing room. "Without her, that train would be a mass grave right now. She doesn't need punishment, she needs a team." And so, reluctantly, they gave Maya command of a new unit. A 4-person group designed to intercept the terrorists' Phase 2. Whatever that was. The team was skilled, deadly, but not united. Jason, a cocky sniper, former Marine, who didn't trust Maya's leadership. Elena, a tech, genius, brilliant with drones and hacking, but socially distant. Tariq, explosives expert, loyal but haunted by his past in war zones. And Maya, the masked hero who now had to prove she wasn't a fluke. The first meeting was tense. Jason, smirked. "So we're supposed to take orders from her? The girl who played hero on a train?" Maya didn't flinch. "You don't have to like me. You just have to follow orders when it matters." But Jason wasn't the only problem. There was something worse. A mole. The intel finally dropped. Phase 2 wasn't another train. It was bigger, deadlier, unimaginable. The terrorists were planning to target the Atlanta Stadium, packed with 70,000 people for the National Football Championship, not just with bombs, with a blackout that would throw the stadium into chaos, followed by coordinated explosions planted beneath the stands. The nightmare wasn't just the lives at risk, it was the chaos. Panic alone could kill thousands. Maya's team scrambled. They had just 48 hours to stop it, but someone was leaking information. Every time they moved, the terrorists seemed one step ahead, and then, the twist. The mole was in her team. Elena's system flagged an encrypted signal leaving their safe house. It wasn't Jason. It wasn't Tariq. It was Elena herself. When Maya confronted her, Elena's face was pale, hands shaking. They have my brother. If I don't send updates, they'll kill him." Silence filled the room. Betrayal. Shock. Jason raised his weapon. "She's compromised. We cut her loose." But Maya stepped in front of Elena. "No, she's not the enemy. The people holding her family are." The room split. Trust was shattered. The mission hung by a thread. The night before the stadium attack, Maya gathered her team. "We have 2 choices," she said. "Walk into this divided, and we lose. Or fight like one, and we win. No more doubts. No more mistrust. You follow me, or you walk away now." Jason stared at her. His jaw clenched. Then, finally, he nodded. "You screw this up, and we all die. But I'm in," Elena whispered. "I'll get my brother back, I swear. And Tariq?" He simply loaded his gear. "Then let's end this." For the first time, they weren't four strangers. They were a unit. Game day, Atlanta. 70,000 fans cheering under blinding stadium lights. No one in the crowd knew the nightmare beneath their feet. Maya's team moved through the service tunnels, splitting up. Jason on overwatch, Tariq scanning for explosives, Elena hacking the control grid, Maya leading the charge. Then, chaos erupted. The lights went out. The stadium roared with confusion. Emergency lights flickered, screams echoed. The terrorists moved. 6 armed men emerged from the shadows, rifles raised, detonators ready. Jason's voice crackled in the comms. "Target spotted. Too many for me to take clean," Maya whispered. "Then we fight." Gunfire erupted in the tunnels. Sparks flew. Tariq disarmed 1 bomb, only to find 3 more. Elena fought to reboot the grid, sweat pouring down her face as she typed. And Maya, she went head-to-head with the leader of the terrorists. "You again," he sneered. "The masked girl. You should have died on that train." Maya ripped off her mask, revealing her face fully for the first time. "I don't die easy." The fight was brutal, hand to hand, punches that echoed against concrete walls. At one point, Maya was pinned, a knife grazing her throat, but she remembered the people above, the children, the families. She roared with strength, turned the blade, and slammed the terrorist to the ground. Jason's sniper fire took out 2 more. Tariq cut the final wire with only seconds left. Elena restored the lights, blinding the attackers as the crowd above cheered in confusion, thinking it was all part of the halftime show. When the dust cleared, Maya's team stood victorious. The terrorists were captured, the bombs disarmed, 70,000 lives saved. But Maya didn't feel like a hero. She felt exhausted. Then something unexpected happened. As they exited the stadium, reporters swarmed. Cameras flashed. The world had finally seen her face. The public didn't doubt her anymore. They called her what she truly was: a protector, a leader, a legend. Her commanding officer stepped forward. "From this day forward, you don't just wear the mask, you lead the team. This unit is yours." Jason smirked. "Guess I was wrong about you." For the first time, Maya allowed herself a small smile. Not because she wanted glory, but because she finally had something worth more than recognition: trust. Maya's story isn't just about fighting terrorists. It's about fighting doubt, fighting fear, fighting the voices that say you're not enough. Now, let me ask you, do you think Maya should have revealed her face, or should she have stayed in the shadows? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you haven't seen the beginning of Maya's journey, go watch Phase 1 right now. Terrorists hijacked a train, but they didn't expect her. It's on your screen, at the end. Smash the like button if you believe ordinary people can rise to extraordinary courage. Share this video with someone who needs to hear Maya's story. And subscribe to Black Response, because the next story we tell might just be the one that changes how you see the world.